Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Wakar Kadash, for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. Once again, I'd like to say Shalom Israel to the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans. You are the Hebrew Israelites. You are the true Jews and Israelites according to the Bible. And I just wanted to chime in on a brother from GMS had put this video up. I had just seen it actually on social media, and the spirit had me, want to bring some precepts out on it, because what you see going on is the Great Awakening, of the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You are waking up to who you truly are. You are coming out of that African American and black mind state, man. You're not calling yourselves black. You're not saying you're African American. You are saying you are an Hebrew Israelite, man, which you are. We're not lying to you. Brothers are not lying to you, man. The Most High set up men to go out in these last days and teach our people, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, the nation of Israel is waking up, man. And can't nobody do a damn thing about it, man. And these nations are mad, man. All these other nations, they are mad, man. These other nations are our enemies, man. The so-called Chinese, right? The Moabites, the so-called Japanese, the Ammonites, so-called Arabs, right? Which are the Ishmaelites, right? The so-called Africans, who are the Hamites. And last but definitely not least, the so-called white man, man. The so-called white man who is referred to in the Bible as Edomites, man. Who the devil, who the Bible calls the devil, man. And Satan. And Lucifer, man. Right? So in this video, you got I don't know if this brother's an Israelite. I don't know if this person, this guy's an Israelite or he's a Edomite, man. But he says he's an Edomite. But you look at the video and you judge for yourself, man. Not according to appearance, but according to the spirit. Right? So I want to play this. And Most High willing to elect me edify. Shalom, Israel.
Shalom, pissed off white boy here. Just making a little channel intro because my account got hacked and I recently just got it back. So I'm gonna start making videos again. Mostly the videos I'm gonna make is gonna be like rants. I'm gonna be making videos. I got a new idea for a series called the Edomite Sexual Depravity Exposed. I got a lot of beef with white people. I'm white, but all my friends that I've ever had, either black, Hispanic, Native American, I don't associate with Edomites. I hate Edomites. They piss me off, and they're fucking weirdos, and I've never gotten along with them. But yeah, this is gonna be like my channel intro video, just in my fucking garage. But yeah, my opinion, it's gonna be like my channel intro video.
Let me rewind this. I'm trying to get the camera, fixed. Thought I had it, but I'm gonna play it over because he said some things.
I'm white, but
he said he's white. Nobody's white. Nobody's a white man. Nobody's a black man. That was just the term that the so-called white man put out, right? And when you look up those words, white means pure. When you look up black, that means void of light, disgusting, derogatory. It's a derogatory statement, man, when you go into those words. So it would be suitable for them to put black on the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, right? Because the so-called Latino and Native Americans, they just call them Spanish-speaking niggas, man. And when you go into the word nigger, it comes from the Latin word niger, which means black, man. Right? But nobody's white.
All my friends that I've ever had, either black, Hispanic, Native American, you know, I don't associate with Edomites. I hate Edomites.
So you got that going on now too. You got a lot of Edomites. They coming out saying they hate their own people, man. Now, like I said earlier, I don't know if this is an Edomite. I don't know if it's an Israelite. I don't know if he's one of the two. I'm gonna leave that up to whoever watches this video through the Spirit. But he's saying that he hates his own people, man. And how can you not hate Edomites, the so-called white man, after all that they've done? Right? All that they've done. But they are in rulership right now. You know? So it is what it is.
Piss me off. And they're fucking weirdos. And I've never gotten along with them. But yeah, this is gonna be like my channel intro video. Just in my fucking garage. But yeah, my opinion on Edomites and Israelites and the whole Israelite movement, I've known about it for years.
Which is not a movement. The Israelites are not a movement. We are people. This is our nationality. This is our life. Right? This is our life. This is the 1000% truth, man. Who we are, man. It's not a movement like the Black Panther Party. That was a movement. Right? All these religions, those are movements, which they are vanity anyway. But those are considered movements. Black Lives Matter. That's a movement. The Hebrew Israelites, that is not a movement. That's a nationality. That is a race and ethnic people, man. Right?
Years, but I've never actually been heavy into it. But I cleave unto the house of Israel. I cleave into the house of Jacob. You can read about that in the scriptures. They talk about Gentiles that cleave unto Israelites.
And that's what I'm about to get right now. First precept I'm gonna get is Isaiah chapter 14 verse 1, and it reads, "For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob." Who's Jacob? The 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, man. Right? The so-called black, Latino, and Native Americans, right? It says, "For the Lord will have mercy upon Jacob," because the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, is going to have mercy upon us, man. The Most High is going to have mercy on us. And will yet choose Israel, because the Most High is always going to choose Israel, man. The Most High is not dealing with no other nation, man. The Most High is only dealing with the Israelites. Right? The Most High is only dealing with the Israelites. He's going to always deal with the Israelites. The Most High, he never goes back on his word, man. And when you read Malachi 3 and 6, it said, I the Lord, I change not. So the Lord ain't changing, man. It said, and set them in their own land. What's our land? The nation, the land of Israel, man. The land of Israel. That is our land. Those Palestinians and those fake Jews over there fighting on that land, that is not their land. Right? That is not their land. So they basically fighting for nothing. Right? And the strangers would be these other nations. The strangers are these other nations. Right? So-called white man, Chinese man, Japanese man, African man, East Indian man, Arab man. They are the strangers, man. Right? It says, and the strangers shall be joined with them. But they not coming the way they think they coming. They coming to serve captivity, man. They are coming to be underneath the foot of the Israelites, man. They're going to be the slaves, the bondmen and the bondwomen to the nation of Israel. Right? And they shall cleave. What did this man just say? This man just said he cleaves to the house of Israel. So they will cleave to the house of Israel, man. It says, and the stranger shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob, man. The house of Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel, man. So that's what you see going on right now with all of these other nations, man. They cleaving because they know this kingdom is falling, man. They know America is done. They know America is falling and ain't going to come back. It was never great, right? Once you touch the Israelites, that was it for you, man. Esau Edom was already marked. Going back to Cain, he was already marked. But when he came back on the earth, he came back as Esau, man. And that man been going down ever since, man. Right? So that's what you're gonna see happening. It's gonna happen more and more and more, man.
I've always done that my whole life. You know, I've always, like I said, my friends, they've all been either black, Hispanic, Native American. But yeah, I do not like my people. I got a lot of beef with them. And that's what
say he don't like his people. But I wanted to finish on that. This is Isaiah chapter 14 verse 2. And the people shall take them, the Israelites will take them and bring them to their place. Forcibly take them. Right? Forcibly take these other nations, right? And the house of Israel shall possess them. So that when you have a possession, that is yours, man. You can do whatever you want with it, man. The Lord said, we are going to possess these other nations, right? And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were. Just like we are slaves to this American system, we are slaves to the so-called white man and the rest of these other nations. Just like we are slaves to them, they're going to be slaves to us. It's only right. Right? And it says, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. All these other nations. It tells you who are the enemies and the oppressors of the nation of Israel when you read the book of Psalms, chapter 83. Right? That's what you got going on. It's going to be a shift. It's gonna from upside down, it's going to turn downside up, man. Right? So the Israelites that are down, we are down, we're going to go up. And these other nations, they are up, they're going to go down, man. It's going to be a role reversal, man. If you can catch my drift.
What I'm going to mainly do with this channel, talk about all the problems with America and why Esau shouldn't be in power and Israelites should be in power, I believe that Edomites should be enslaved and exterminated. I'm sure it's going to piss off some Edomites that see this. You're probably going to call me a race traitor and an Uncle Tom. Good. Yeah, because I am. So.
And it tells you that the Edomites will be basically destroyed as a whole in the book of Obadiah, among other scriptures, man. Like there will be none remaining of the house of... Matter of fact, let me get that. This is Obadiah, right? Obadiah, verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame. That's the northern and southern kingdom. The southern kingdom are the so-called African Americans, so-called Haitians, and so-called West Indians. The northern kingdom are all the so-called Latino tribes, the so-called Mexicans, Cubans, Colombians, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, Chileans, Guatemalans, Salvadorians, so on and so forth, man. Right? It said the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, man. Stubble, that's like debris, man. Basically, when you stomp out a fire, and that is out, but then you just see all the residue that the fire done burnt up, man. That's how Esau gonna be, right? It says, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, Who gonna be devoured? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, man. Right? And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau. What does that mean? There's not gonna be any remaining. That means you ain't gonna see no Edomites no more, man. Every single so-called white person that you see, you're not gonna see him no more, man. Right? And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it, man. The Lord spoke it. So it's gonna happen, man. Whether you like it or not, you can get mad. You can say, you can try to twist it up. Vocab Malone and all these Christians and David Lynn and whoever want to say the so-called white man, hey, you got to deal with that, man. But you can't deal with it. Right? Let's play this.
You're probably going to call me a race traitor and an Uncle Tom good. Yeah, because I am. You know? So fuck you. All you Israelites watching this, Shalom. Keep doing your thing, man. Your kingdom's coming soon, man. You ain't gotta be depressed. You ain't gotta to hate your life, because just know that the hell that you put up with in America is gonna be over real soon. This place.
Yeah, and it is gonna be over real soon, man. You know, everything that we've been going through is about to change, man. All the hell and this captivity that we've been catching, we about to get blessings, man. Right? We about to get blessings. This is this is Sirach, Ecclesiasticus Sirach chapter 10 verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit. Who got that, man? Unrighteous dealings. Who did that, man? Riches got by deceit. Who did that, man? The so-called white man, man. The so-called white man got his kingdom through rape, robbery, and murder. From who? Of who? The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. That's how he got his riches, through the Israelites, man. He raped, robbed, and murdered. He did some horrific things to the nation of Israel, man. He's gonna get paid back, every single one of them, man. Everything that he's done, he's gonna get paid back double. Right? When you read the book of Revelation, right? 18th chapter, I believe. It says, because of unrighteous dealings, this is Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, in the Apocrypha, chapter 10, verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another, man. It's translated from one people to another. So the people that was on the bottom, right, they about to get the kingdom. And the people that had the kingdom, they about to lose it, man. They are about to lose it. You know? It was never meant for Esau to rule, man. But the Most High let them rule to show us what wickedness was, man. We learned that. The Most High said, when you read Lamentation, when it said his iniquity, his captivity is accomplished. I'm paraphrasing. Basically, our captivity is up, man. Right? I don't want to chop it up. Let me see. Lamentations. Right? Chapter... Salakia. This is Lamentations chapter 4, verse 21. It says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom. Who is Edom? The so-called white man, the Edomites, right? That dwelleth in the land of Uz, the cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken, and shall make thyself naked, man. When it says make thyself naked, all the sins and all the wickedness that Esau has done, everybody gonna see it now, man. Everybody's seeing his wickedness right now, man. They seeing how wicked the so-called white man is. Verse 22. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished. O daughter of Zion. Who's the daughter of Zion? The Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Right? The iniquity is accomplished. Our captivity is almost up, man. O daughter of Zion, he will no more carry thee away into captivity. So we ain't going back into no hardcore slavery again, man. This man thinks he's going to do that, man, but that ain't going to happen. Right? He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins, man. So the Lord is visiting you, so-called white man, for all your iniquities you've done, man. And there's nothing he can do about it. Like I said, man, he can't do a damn thing about it. Right? He can't do nothing about it. Let's continue.
Done, man. It's about to be destroyed by nuclear missiles. And Donald Trump's going to make sure that happens, too. Because Donald Trump, man.
Now, he said Donald Trump. I don't know if this is an old video or what, but like I said, I just seen this yesterday.
He's gonna fuck shit up. He's gonna fuck this whole country up even worse than it's already been fucked up. And I think that's hilarious, you know. That's why I like Donald Trump. You know, I think he's the best president that America's had so far, because he's Babylon incarnate. You know, he's the perfect ruler for America. But I don't believe Edomites should be in power at all. I believe Israelites should be in power, and that's what you know, I use to make myself feel better, knowing that Israelites are going to be in power one day, and they're going to rule in righteousness, and there's not going to be any more wickedness throughout the earth. Because when Esau's in power, the whole fucking world is mourning.
That's right. Let me get that. That's in the Bible, man. That is in the Bible. Proverbs. Proverbs chapter 29, right? Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Who's the righteous? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the nation of Israel is the righteous, right? But when the wicked bears rule, who's the wicked? So-called white man. You can read that in the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24, right? He's the wicked, right? But when the wicked bears rule, the people mourn, man. That's why everybody in mourning right now, man. People stressed out, right? High blood pressure, you know. Just walking out, dying, just dropping dead, man, for working so much. Everybody body overheating, man. You got people robbing each other because they don't have no food, no money. You know, everybody mourning in some kind of way, man. Right? Why? Because the wicked are in authority. But when the righteous are in authority, the people going to rejoice, man. When the Israelites come back into power, when we come back to our true power and our rulership seat, everybody going to rejoice, man. Even these other nations, man. Because this damn nigga, the so-called white man, he don't know how to rule, man. He rules everything in wickedness, man. He see a nice flower, man. He want to pluck that flower up, man, and burn it, man. He want to destroy everything that's nice, man. He does not know how to rule, man. That's because the Most High didn't put it in his spirit to rule that long. He made him for what he made him for, which is to be the wicked, which is to be a whipping stick to the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans when y'all get out of line and when y'all don't do what the Most High says, man.
And that's what we see right now. Because Edomites, they don't know how to rule, man. They don't know how to rule, and they fuck everything up. Every time Esau has ever been in power, he's fucked it up. That's why we need Israel to come into power. All you Israelites out there watching this, you are going to be in power soon, and you deserve to be in power because y'all are the only ones who know how to rule in righteousness. Now, I don't want to be ruled by white people, Edomites. I don't want to be ruled by Indians or Gooks or Chinese or Arabs. They say...
That's right. They ain't none of them. The Chinese supposed to be the ones ruling next, man. That's what everybody's saying. That ain't going to happen neither, man. Them damn Gooks, man, they ain't going to rule shit, man. The Most High going to destroy these nations, man. Let me go back to Isaiah, right? Because, like I said, the so-called white man, he's going down, man. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? Lucifer is not Satan. Lucifer, when you look that word up, it means light bearer, right? That star, right? Who has the technology? Who has the rulership, right? Who's considered to have all that wisdom and all the knowledge, man? With their medicine and their way of life and things like. People look at the so-called white man as the top man on the planet, man. But he's the lowest man on the planet. Right? So it says, how art thou fallen from heaven? Like from a high place. How are you falling from a high place to a low place, man? Because you're going to come down, man. You ain't going to have nothing in a minute. Right? Everything going to fail you. Everything that you built up is going to fail you, man. Right? So I'm going to read that from the top. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? Right? How art thou cut down to the ground, low estate, servitude, captivity, which didst weaken the nation. All the nations got weak, man. They done stole, the so-called white man done stole resources and everything from all these nations, man. Bombed them, destroyed them. Right? Verse 13. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend unto heaven, and will exalt thy throne above the stars. That's when he so-called went out into space. But he can only go but so far. He didn't go to the moon. Right? He can only go but so far, man. But when he did that, that was the end. That was the beginning of the end of his kingdom. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. That's what this man thinks. He thinks he's God, man. He thinks he's the Most High, man. Well, that's the furthest thing from the truth, man. But people look at him, especially our people, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you look at the so-called white man like he is the Most High, man. When that's the furthest thing from the truth, man. Right? Verse 15. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, man. To the sides of the pit. Right? They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man? So it's not a spirit, man. It's a man that's on this earth, man. That's ruling. It's not. People say Satan rules. Satan rules. All right, but Satan has a physical manifestation on the earth, man. And it is a man. Who's that man? The so-called white man. The wicked of the earth, man. Right? And if you don't like that, hey, man, deal with it, man. You got no choice but to deal with it, man. You can't debunk it. Right? You can't twist it up, man. It says what it says. Right? And it says, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof? Yeah, bombed all these cities, man. Right now you got this thing going on with the Tulsa massacre, man. 100 years later, now they want to acknowledge it, man. The Most High gonna require that. 100 years ago, it was just a second to the Most High, man. He gonna require whatever blood of the Israelites they took. It's all gonna be required of these Edomites, man. They gonna have to pay that time. Right? It says, and destroy the cities thereof, that openeth not the house of his prisoners. All the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, every one in his own house. So these nations, they got rich off of dealing with the so-called white man, man. So all of them are on top right now, but they are going down right now as we speak, man. They don't put all these things in social on the media, man. Mainstream media, they're not. Right? They're not going to do that. But it's very much going down, man. Very much going down. Why? Because Yahweh Shem Yahushua said so, man. And you can see it through prophecy, man. You can see it. So I'm going to get one more and I'm going to close out.
That the Chinese are going to be the next superpower. I don't want to be ruled by them. Gooks? Bunch of cat and dog eating Chinese? Nah, fuck that. I don't want to be ruled by them. I don't want to be ruled by Muslims. Muslims say Islam will conquer the world. Fuck that shit. I don't want to be ruled over by a bunch of goat fucking just dirty ass Muslims. You know, they cut women's vaginas up. Nah, man. A bunch of pedophiles. You know, it's not as bad as Esau. Anyone but Esau. But Jake should be in power, man. And that is what I want to see before I die. I want to see Israel be in rulership. And that's all I got to say.
And that's hey.
That'd be the channel intro.
And hey, and then, look, I got that scripture. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. So, this, like I said, I don't know. I'm not even going to call it, you know. But this is Zechariah chapter 8, verse 23. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, in those days it shall come to pass that 10 men shall take hold out of all languages of the nations, which are Israelites, right? Even shall take hold of the skirt of him that is a Jew. Who are the true Jews? The Israelites, man. Right? Saying, we will go with you, for we have heard that the Most High Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is with you. That's why you're going to rule, man. That's why the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are going to rule, because the Most High Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is with us, man. He's slowly turning back to us, man. Right? So with that, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem Kadash, for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. Hey, Israel, man, we almost home, man. You got to turn back to the Most High. You got to turn away from your wickedness, man. You got to repent. Because we got a kingdom coming to us, man. To hell with America, man. To hell with this kingdom, man. Every day you wake up, man, you're supposed to be serving Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man. You're supposed to seek him daily, man. You're supposed to repent daily. Repent from your wickedness. Come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments and have true faith in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. We almost out of here. Love y'all, Israel. Shalom.
That is what I want to see before I die. I want to see Israel be in rulership. And that's all I got to say. Let that be the channel intro.